spare tires.
So many options. Bye watching. What's going on, MTB Eddie? Guys, let me know if you guys can hear everything and if it's good sound, and let me know how the stream's going. So,
Are we live?
yeah, we're pretty much live right now. So, yeah, we're live.
Okay.
So we're just, and we're gonna, and if I have to film something, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna film it. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
this is secondary.
Yeah,
at this point.
go tell the guys real quick.
Yeah.
We're getting in it.
Yeah, we gotta watch all the commentary.
Yeah.
Let's see what we know. Yeah, guys, let me know. How's it going, Danny? Let me know if you guys see everything looks good on your end. Good sound, right on. All right. Okay, so if you guys don't know, you probably don't, but I'm at World Wide Cyclery right now, and definitely share this, guys. Let people know. We're gonna be kind of starting a little bit slow here, but we're gonna be hopefully doing an interview with Liam, the mechanic here at World Wide Cyclery, and we're gonna kind of tell his story a little bit and stuff like that. But we're in the middle of a bike build as well, which I'm filming, so this is going to be like juggling. So, but wanted to make it live and stuff like that.
You know what? You know what?
What's up?
Nothing.
Question?
Huh? Just nothing to guess.
Good. Okay, cool. All right, so where are we at right now?
I'm gonna fill this chopper post in. So I'm just gonna thread this through, so we're probably not too excited to film yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know what we need to film. I'll man this thing while that's gonna happen, and then
So
we'll
this
do.
is live?
Yeah, it's just live. People just
So it's
hang
like a
out.
5-10 second delay or something?
Yeah, there's always a delay. Yeah, so there's gonna be a little delay on everything we do.
Trip out.
Dude, I think this is really cool actually right here in the shop. So maybe we could just do the panning right here. So I like how this looks. We'll just do it in here in the
Turn
shop.
around so you get the drive side out.
Yeah, we can even just move this, and then that way we could just, I can do the panning with that,
Yep.
and stuff like that. So, all right. So where are we at right now? Is this somebody's bike, or is this one you guys built up?
Which one?
This one.
That's our large demo. Jordan's Monsters bike. XL 500 reach, 808 bars, downhill wheels on it all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, Amy said he'll get it when he comes in.
Cool.
Tire pressure could go again because it's got flats on there and I pumped it up so it should be easy for him.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'll see you later. Have a good weekend. Thanks, man.
Crush it.
I wish we had more peanut butter. I might have to stop at Bike Shop and get some.
Yeah, this thing looks pretty sweet with everything that's got going. It's gonna look awesome with Fukushima.
Yeah.
I'm really glad he went with the Renthal bars on there because I think it really does something for it.
Mm-hmm.
Changes the colors.
Yeah, it looks good.
Hey, so what do you people? I hear like MTV podcasts all the time talking about how this Kashima, this like dirty gold, like brown sugar Kashima. They say it's not really Kashima. Like, what do you have? I like they confuse me when they say that. Is it Kashima or is it not? Does it not work as efficiently as that code? Or?
I don't really know. I don't work for Fox.
You don't work for Fox.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure if that's not really Kashima.
Yeah.
Paid more for it, so I hope it's Kashima.
Yeah, I know, right?
What, the different colors of Kashima?
Yeah. Essentially, it's just a hard anodizing process, so the color's never going to be the same.
Okay.
Anodizing batches are always going to be different, just depending on what's in there and how long it's done for.
Yeah, because I don't know why, for some reason the rear shocks are always that.
Rear shocks are always a little darker.
Yeah, they're a little darker.
I don't know if that has to do with the size of them, a certain technique that they have to do. I'm not really sure, but they are always a little darker. Even so, I mean, you can tell sometimes even the body to the shaft sometimes don't match, but that's because they're so close together and they're done in probably different batches that, you know, if you compare all these Kashima's dropper post, it's much lighter, to fork, which is even lighter than the fork, they don't all completely match.
Yeah.
Who's to say that's not Kashima coat? Not really sure. They're all Kashima branded, which is actually not a Fox product. I believe that's a licensed product. It's also used in the automotive industry for motors or suspension parts and so on.
And we're talking Kashima, guys, right now. We're talking about the different colors of Kashima. We got a little mixed up there.
Kind of called shades of Kashima.
So what are you doing right now, man?
Getting this dropper post cable through. There we are.
Looks like you're flossing a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a dropper post cable through the frame, internally routed, with the help of my park tool guides. And now we're going to measure up and cut the dropper, which you already have a video on of me doing.
I sure do. Let's just get some video of you actually installing it, though. Like when you put it in.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I'll maybe turn to these guys real quick. So let's see what's going on with that. All right, guys, so today we're going to be doing an interview with Liam when everything gets all squared away and everything like that. I'm also going to be able to potentially go, not potentially, I guess I am going out for a night ride tonight, which is going to be completely sick, and I'm going to hopefully get it on video for you guys as well. But what's really cool about that is I'm going to be riding this thing over here.
Okay. Watch the pedals and any bikes. It's just my bike next to it and not so. Do you remember how much close to that now? I think it's pretty close to slamming.
I'll slam it here at least.
Okay.
And we'll fix it later.
Cool.
So, if you guys can't see, it's the SB100, the new Yeti mountain bike. So I'm pretty stoked to try this bike. I've always wanted to try a trail bike that, I don't know, I heard that this trail bike is really aggressive for it. It's not a trail bike, but more of a cross-country type style bike, correct?
Yeah, it's like a light trail, heavy cross-country, kind of more genre mixing. But
it's like a cross-country bike with like lean towards trail.
Exactly, yeah. It's got cross-country rear travel, and that's about the only thing that's cross-country about it is the rear travel and how well it pedals.
So the only thing cross-country about it is what he says is its rear travel and how well it pedals, and everything else is more trail bike.
Yeah.
Nice. That is freaking cool. So I'm going to get to ride this guy later and go on a night ride with the guys from World Wide Cyclery. So I'm pretty stoked. I was not planning on doing that, but it's going to be awesome. This guy to the side, like, go. Is it okay if I put it right here?
Yeah, it's fine.
No one's gonna open it up? Alright, cool.
Nope, can't open it outside.
Alright. But other than that, what we're gonna be doing today, well, we're finishing up the bike build right now. So if you guys follow the channel, then you guys know I'm doing a bike build for my dad, and he's basically gonna be getting into mountain bike riding, and I haven't released any videos pertaining to that. Talked about it in a live stream. So, but the videos on that are gonna be coming out real soon. Justin, what's going on, Kriegut? Do they change the time of the shop rides every week? I just saw the Instagram today that they are doing weekly rides. So I'll actually ask Liam right now and see what he says about that. But as of right now, I don't think that they, I think bike shops usually will change things because bike shops can get kind of overloaded and they can kind of be a little bit not so overloaded at sometimes. So I would imagine that, you know, that it's not the first priority. First priority is business, you know. But I mean, I'll ask Liam and I'll see what he says about that. So somebody asked, does your weekly bike rides, do they happen at a specific time or they kind of vary sometimes?
They're pretty much all 6:15 from the shop or close to the shop, which I think tonight we're going like to the trailhead, maybe, I don't know, what is it, like 5 miles away?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, one of the closer trailheads, but try to change it up between like 4 or 5 different rides every week. Fridays at 6:15. So.
Gotcha. All right, what's going on, Matt? What bike you building? We are building. It's a surprise. I will let you guys know later if you guys want to guess. But basically we're building a bike for my dad who came in and is getting into mountain bike riding, and he's taking control and taking back his health. He was diagnosed with diabetes. He has back issues and stuff like that, and he's overcoming all that right now, and he wants to get into mountain bike riding. So this is his bike, but we're going to be talking about more of about that later, because I'm going to have a few videos that I'm going to be releasing in regards to that, so I don't want to spoil the videos in that sense. Justin says, right on. Just was curious if it was always night rides. Right on.
Evening rides, yes.
Evening rides, especially right now. Oh, you put that in? Is that for good?
Yeah.
Okay, just lift it up a little bit and I'll just get it for the camera. So right now, we're going to be installing the Kashima Fox Performance dropper post.
I didn't screw that up.
Right on. So what dropper post do you run, Liam?
Currently I have on a Reverb Stealth. Yeah.
Not your favorite?
It works when they work, they work. You know, obviously they've probably had their issues with them, but mine works fine right now. I do have a 1x lever on it, which is pretty sweet. The new 1x reverb lever feels really good, and it matches my shifter on the other side. I'm fine with it. I have a 170 drop on my bike, so the Reverb is one of the only companies that makes 170. Well, I guess a lot of people are now, but the Fox does not come in 170 or 175 or bigger.
So, in terms of reliability, would you say that Fox is top notch?
Fox is probably top notch for what we deal with mostly. Fox, KS, and then a few other brands that are like more up and coming. Bike Yoke seems to be really solid. A couple other posts that are up and coming as well.
Oh. So we are almost done with this build. Like, it is coming to a head right now. So we are pretty much headed towards the finish line. We're gonna be getting ready. We're gonna be going for a ride. Can't wait. My dad's actually gonna be coming tomorrow and picking up this bike. So I'm super stoked to, you know, for him to get back on, for him to get his bike and for us to go ride and do all that stuff like that. So, but yeah, how much longer do you think we got? About 20 minutes?
On this?
Yeah. 30?
Not even.
Not even. So we're almost done. So he's like pretty much done. So this bike is definitely coming to an end, and we are going to continue with my dad basically coming and picking up the bike. So guys, yeah, but we're gonna definitely. So yeah, we're almost done, and we're gonna finish up right now. And anything else, if you guys have any questions about the build or anything like that, but the specs, definitely check in the comments. Okay, so what's going on the live stream? Justin, right on. Many times a week you work on bicycles. It's on the Wii. You work on, okay, I don't know what someone's saying. Looks like a Yeti, Matt says. Well, okay, I'll tell you that much. It is a Yeti, so. All right. Nice. And so what kind of lever are we doing?
We're doing a wolf tooth on here. Wolf tooth with the matchmaker. So one clamp on each side. Wolf tooth is awesome. Nice big sealed bearing in there. Good ergonomics. And made in the US.
Right on. I also run a wolf tooth and a Fox Transfer dropper post as well. The only cool thing about this one is this one's Kashima coated, but it doesn't make a difference. But I mean, hey, it looks pretty. But my bike doesn't have all Kashima stanchions and stuff like that, so I wanted to keep it one color, so I stayed with the black. what's going on in the comments here. Do you think, Matt says, what do you think is the best MTB brand for the money? Well, the best MTB brand for the money, I don't believe in the best brand for the money because all the brands kind of work together. They have the same information. They know what works. They know what doesn't work. I think we're in that type of mountain bike like era where people kind of are generally almost the same in a lot of ways. What do you think, Liam?
That's pretty true. You know, there's definitely some other brands out there that are speccing bikes with lower price points, or, you know, Yeti doesn't really try to hit that market. They're definitely on the high-end niche market where for the price of the bike you get a sick killer build, but it might be a little bit more expensive than other bikes on the market as well. So just kind of depends what you're going for and what brand you want to support.
What do you think, what brand probably pays more attention to quality and I guess quality and ingenuity, I guess, and innovation? Like what brand stands out in that sense to you?
I mean, I'd like to say Yeti. There's definitely other brands out there. Transition, they just came out with a whole new lineup, total new geometry. Their build kits range anywhere from $3,000 with an aluminum frame and I believe NX or GX 11 speed, all the way up to a carbon frame $6,000 bike with X01 carbon cranks, RSE brakes. So that's what I'm running, is a transition with the carbon build, high-end build,
Yeah.
X01. But yeah, that's a really good brand that kind of makes everything from, you know, $3,000 more of an entry levels, you know, someone that, you know, most people could, you know, justify spending that. Mountain biking is their main hobby.
Yeah.
All the way up to a high-end build. So
I mean, I think we all try to justify it somehow, right?
if it's your main hobby, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's all I do, you know. Matt says, I was looking at Canyon, but wondering if you have any suggestions. I suggest, honestly, I really like Yeti. The only reason why I probably don't ride a Yeti, sorry, this is live, guys. So the only reason why I don't ride a Yeti is because I love Intense as well. So I'm a really big Intense fan, as you guys can see. I always ride Intense. But one of the things that always stirred me away from Yeti too is that they're just kind of they're built a little bit bigger, and I'm 5'6". So I always kind of feel like a Yeti might be just a little bit too big for me. But I love Yeti, and you know, when my dad wanted to get into the sport, he wanted something that was going to climb the best as possible. And if you want something that, in my opinion, climbs the best, I really like the Switch Infinity system, and I just can tell the difference in the superiority in comparison to the VPP. But for me, I just think, you know, I like VPP suspension. You know, I don't need something that's going to climb the best, in my opinion. I just want something that can do it, that's comfortable, and so I really like Intense. But like I said, if I'm going to steer somebody that wants some climbing, you know, I would say, hey, look, I feel like Yeti's a nice Swiss Army knife, you know, for that. It's got that awesome climbing, and you got, you know, it's an aggressive build or spec. Alright, you're right inside.
I'm just gonna put some tools away.
Right on, dude. So is it done?
It's done.
It's done.
It's
Okay.
ready for a test ride. Yeah, it's all done.
So I won't test ride it. So the bike is done, guys. The bike is completely done. So I gotta put the finishing touch on. This is my job. Oh wait. So the bike is completely done. Liam's packing up the tools. We're gonna head out on a ride pretty soon. But I gotta do one more thing to this thing. Real quick.
Yeah, I got a zip tie some cable.
Okay, so you know what? Maybe I can do this real quick.
This will just take me 30 seconds. Gotta get that cable in there.
I'm gonna install the MTBdropIN sticker on the Yeti. So Liam's just putting some final touches on the bike right now. And what are you doing? Oh, you're doing the zip ties.
Zip ties, making the cables nice, tight, and quiet. Probably one of my favorite or least favorite things about bike is cables and how they look and how much noise they make.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Ever since my bike came through Liam and he worked on it last, like he set up my cable super nice, and it made a big difference in like, you know, because I filmed during the videos with a gimbal, and you could totally see like the, you know, how much more clean it was, you know, after he got his hands on it. But yeah, he does a great job of keeping these things short, snug, but not too short, but cleans it up real nice. Bam. Right.
Bam.
Bam. Alright, can I hold it for you?
Yeah. Is it cool if I crack a beer in while we're doing live stream?
Oh, I mean, yeah, you do whatever you want, dude. That's fine.
Cool.
Alright, so, alright guys, so we are done with the build. So I'm gonna put on the MTBdropIN sticker on the rear of the bike. Hopefully get it nice and straight. And just zoom it down here, I guess. Alright, so. Got it. I don't like this working because you have to make it, you kind of get a little offset sometimes. It looks so, okay, I'm gonna have to fix that later. But it is what it is. Alright guys, so this was the build, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. This video will be out in a few weeks. Oh no. Alright guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna get this thing all ready to go. My dad's gonna come pick it up tomorrow. We're gonna head out on our first ride. But yeah, guys, remember, I'm affiliate with World Wide Cyclery, so if you want to support them and support the channel, definitely click those links. All the parts will be in the links. And if you guys want to support the channel on a monthly basis to see this, to really help grow this thing and push it to the next level, definitely check out Patreon. Alright guys, it's Tony with MTBdropIN. Make sure to stay strong and keep... Alright guys, it's Tony with MTBdropIN. Make sure to stay strong and keep pedaling. I'm dropping out for you guys. Have a good one. Alright, what's going on here? Invest in better suspension or carbon wheels. So these guys are talking all about do carbon rims. We're going 29er, look at the... Oh, these guys are all talking about bikes now. Alright, so when you're... Oh, cool. We're going to do this now. Do we have another one of those chairs?
We don't.
Okay, do we have another higher chair or no?
Can that guy race?
Let's see, maybe it can. Okay, we're good. Whatever.
Good?
Let's do it. Okay.
I got lucky and got able to get my own chair back here. Fancy.
Yeah, fancy. All right, let's see how this is gonna all come out. All right, let's get this out of the way. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna do the interview now with Liam. So, Liam, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, how did you? I mean, like, you're working for one of like the biggest, well-known bicycle shops now. Like, that, you know, like World Wide Cyclery is becoming that, like, you know, that name that if you mountain bike, you know who they are. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's like I hear your name everywhere now. I was listening to MTB podcast the other day, and they were all like, "Oh yeah, I was talking to Liam the other day, and he was like, you know, super cool. He knew exactly what he was talking about, and he just knows his stuff." And I just keep hearing all this good stuff, man. So how did you get, you know, to this point today? You know what I mean?
Well, I've pretty much been a bike nerd for a long time. Grew up riding BMX, jumping dirt jumps, building dirt jumps, being a hooligan. Broke my wrists.
Oh wow.
Like banged myself up quite a bit. Ended up kind of falling into riding road bikes, which is kind of random. Really cool guy in Ventura, where I grew up. Saw us, me and my friends riding. He brought us under his wing. Started getting me and my buddy racing. Started racing road a little, and then I quickly jumped into cross-country racing, where I raced for 4 years. Wow. Raced some mountain bikes, Cat 1 for 2 years.
Cat 1 is like the number, like that's like the top one.
3, 2, 1 pro.
So 3, 2, 1. So you're right before. You were doing right before pro.
Yeah, I was not pro. Racing Cat 1. Did that for 2 years. Kind of did what I wanted with it. Had a lot of fun. Met a lot of cool people. And then kind of just had the realization where, you know, I was turning 23, 22, 23, and I wasn't at the level where racing bikes was going to pay my bills. And I was already working at a bike shop since I was 15.
Yeah.
A buddy of Jeff here, the owner of World Wide, one of his good friends and my current roommate, actually told Jeff about me, and that I was a good mechanic. And Jeff called me up and was like, "Hey man, I want you to work here." And that was a year and a half ago now. So.
And how old are you?
23.
23 now.
Yeah.
So you've been working on bikes since you were 15, and you were working in various shops, or you were working in one
Yeah,
shop?
I worked at 3 different shops before here. I had a little break where I worked at a car dealership, which was not my gig. Quickly realized that, came right back to bikes, and yeah, I've been working here for a year and a half, and we've grown tremendously in that time, and future's looking great, and we're just growing and having fun doing it.
I mean, yeah, I see what you guys are doing, and I feel like you guys have really gotten hip to the fact of social media and how to, like you guys were cutting edge. Like you guys were like, everyone was like doing bike shops, and you guys jumped on this whole bandwagon of, like on the internet, and you guys said, let's just do internet sales. Like I was blown away when I walked in here, and it was like, oh no, this isn't a bike shop. This is like, oh, these are just our demo bikes, and you basically try our bikes, and then if you like them, you buy them online. And I'm like,
yeah, so we definitely have a different way of looking at a bike shop. We're trying to redefine what a bike shop is, and trying to change the course of where we think it's headed. So
yeah,
Jeff saw that early on when he started this in 2011. Quickly jumped on eBay, Amazon, and our website, of course, and just growing quicker than ever, as well as we're just trying to provide the best customer service we can with a bunch of guys having fun, loving bikes.
So where do you see yourself going with all this? Because I mean, usually people be like, well, I want to be a mechanic and make a living, and usually you can't be a mechanic in the mountain bike industry and make a living. You know what I mean? So what is your goal for your future? You know what I mean? Because like you want to, this is your passion. You want to make it sustainable. So like, where do you, like, you know what I mean? What are your goals in the next 10 years? I guess you could say for you where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely growing crazy. So the future here is looking good, and I don't think anyone working in the mountain bike industry or bike industry is really going to get rich and drive some Ferraris, but that's not what I'm in it for, and I don't think anyone here is in it for that. We get to ride bikes, we get to support all of our customers on bikes and give them the knowledge that they want and they deserve.
Yeah.
And we're just going to keep growing and keep, grabbing customers and supporting them, and just keep riding the roller coaster.
Yeah, and that's what's fun about business. Like, I just started kind of talking about business. I've always wanted to, I like the whole entrepreneur, like, lifestyle, I guess you could say. Like, I always want to, just getting a job and just doing the 9 to 5 every day. Like, I want to be part of something that I can think about what I'm doing, but okay, how can I make this better?
Yeah.
How can I take it to the next level? Like, I don't want to just get stuck doing the same thing for the next 20, 30 years. I always want to think bigger. I always want to take things to the next level. And
yeah,
part of that too is because I care about people. So how can I do what I'm doing, to get it to a big enough place to where maybe I can start pouring into charities. Like I said, my daughter has neurofibromatosis. I want to get what we're doing here on this channel, so big one day that I'll be able to maybe sponsor some charities to find a cure for stuff like that. So I mean, I like building. I grew up. I love Legos. You know what I mean? And I kind of like that attitude in you. It kind of looks like, you keep saying we're growing, we're expanding, we're going to ride the roller coaster. And that's really what it is. Like, if you want to be an entrepreneur or a visionary, like, you're going to ride the roller coaster, but your direction's always upward. You know
of course,
what I mean?
Yeah. We're, take our wins where we can, learn from our losses, and keep growing. All of us here, with the rate that we're growing and what we do, a lot of us wear different hats, along with being a mechanic here. We have another mechanic, so it's split up between me and Not, the other mechanic. I do a lot of warranties, a lot of customer service tech questions, because I am knowledgeable with that. A lot of product testing, get out, blog. Our blogs is growing, our YouTube channel is growing as well as yours.
Definitely check their YouTube. It's a great YouTube channel.
So we're just trying to hit all aspects of the bike industry, and just
So what would you say, like, one of the things that I really like about this shop is that you guys, I kind of get annoyed when I walk into like my mountain bike shop and I need something worked on my bike, and they're sitting there not working on my bike, but they're working on like this beach cruiser or a little child's bike. And I'm just like, oh, it's something about it just is like, I mean, I'm serious about my biking, get my bike fixed, get it to, and it's like you're working on this kid's bike. I love the fact that you guys you specialize in high performance bikes.
Yeah, I mean,
you guys don't deal with beach cruisers or the kids, Huffy or something like that. You guys specifically, all you work on is the higher end bikes.
Yeah, in
correct?
store, online we cover all ranges of bikes. In store,
but for like repair, I mean.
Repair, yeah. In store and repair, we're the mid to high end mountain bike. That's what we like. That's what we want to specialize in. there's family shops down the street. They're awesome. We don't want to step on their toes. They do, the traditional repairs, kids' bikes, sell kids' bike, beach cruisers, sell beach cruisers. That's just not where we want to put our focus. And, we're much more into high-end Yetis and getting sweet bikes, super dialed, and
the geeking out, geeking out on that stuff.
It's not that we don't want to work on low-end bikes. It's just that's what other shops in town are for, and that's kind of just not where we're spending our time and effort.
Guys, real quick, just let me know if everything, the sound and everything and lag, and let me just want to make sure everything's good and kosher with the stream and everything. I want to do a check-in. Also, okay, so Liam, what's like the biggest mistake you've made probably in this, like, if you could go back and you could do it over to better yourself and where you're at now? Like, is there something where you could have done something maybe a little bit different, learned along the way?
I mean, there's probably tons of things. I probably do stuff every day that I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's put me on the spot trying to think of one specific thing, but there's definitely some stuff. Maybe I should have stayed in school.
You don't have to.
I don't know.
No, I know what you mean.
Like
sometimes people could go to that place.
I'm pretty young, so I'm not. I haven't had a whole lot of time to learn from my mistakes, but I don't know.
Well, it seems like you've been
partied a little less.
Yeah, I mean, you made it here.
Focus more on my work and my career. Partied a little less when I was younger. I don't know.
I mean, you made it here, so I mean, you must be doing something right, and you know what I mean. Everything you're doing seems to be pretty much spot on with everything. But I mean, I guess I should have made the question a little bit more specific. I guess what I was trying to say is, to other people who may want to go your route, you know what I mean, is how can they, in a sense, maybe make it happen like you did? You know what I mean?
Just focus on your passion. I mean, I've always been passionate about bikes. I've always been the one working on all my friends' bikes, whether it's a beach cruiser or the road bikes or, my parents' bikes. I taught myself how to fix a flat, I think, when I was like 12 or 13. My dad didn't know what to do. My dad's very good with computers and very good with that. It's not a mechanical brain, and that's how people are. So I just, just always ridden bikes and then just try to make my bikes as dialed and sweet to ride as possible. I don't want to ride a noisy bike, a bike that doesn't work right, or, and same with my friends as well. So I've always kind of been the tinkerer and the person to really get all that stuff dialed in.
Well, I really like what you said, like focus on your passion, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? And a lot of people want to do something. They're like, oh, I want to do this, but yet they don't spend any time putting the work in. They might do it a little bit, but like really, if you want to do something and accomplish it in life, you really got to focus on it daily. You got to like absorb yourself in it, basically dive in a pool of it. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're 15 years old and you're working at a shop. There must have been something different in you to become so passionate about it that you did it. You literally woke up every day and you must have worked on it. Because how is a 15-year-old going to work in a shop and have no... You know what I mean? Did you learn all this stuff before? Did you learn? I'm sure you learned most of the stuff in the shop.
I learned a lot of it at the shop. I could do everything from changing tires and, building beach cruisers.
Yeah.
And BMX bikes before I worked at the shop. But as far as, learning stuff, I worked at two different shops before I was even out of high school.
Yeah.
So that taught me a lot before I even became an adult.
Well, I mean, it's obvious that you're passionate about it, and that's really cool. It's really cool. I'm glad we got to talk to you real quick, but we're going to go for a ride, so we got to cut the stream a little, cut it short. So we're going to go for a ride, guys, and we're going to be, obviously we were filming today, so we're going to be cutting this early. Like I said, guys.
Do you guys have any questions before we cut out?
Yeah, do you have any questions for Liam and anything about World Wide Cyclery before we cut out? You're going to have to answer quickly, guys, because we're going to just...
Raymond says, Liam, do you always drink on the job?
Yeah.
Oh, this is apple juice. No, I'm just joking. It's 5:40. We're about to go for a bike ride.
After hours,
so just getting a little warm up. Light beer and nothing crazy.
All right, guys. So again, this is Tony with MTBdropIN. Don't forget to stay strong and keep pedaling out there, and we'll see you guys next time. We're still live, so let me get to the stream cut and we'll go to it.